Hi everyone! Welcome back sa aking channel, GTR Math Tutorial. Sa Facebook naman ay RJ Enseñado. So for today's video, ang didiscuss natin ay the language of sets, another topic sa mathematics in the modern world. Okay? So kung first year college ka ngayon, so lahat ng topic sa mathematics in the modern world ay ginagawa natin ng lesson. Panoodin mo lang ang playlist natin na ito dito sa YouTube. Okay, so let's start. So definition, let's start with the definition of sets. A set is a well-defined collection of distinct objects. So well-defined. So the objects in a set are called elements or members of the set. It is usually represented by capital letters. It can be represented by listing its element between braces. So examples. So example ng set. So sabi ang set daw ay well-defined collection of distinct objects. So example, number 1, we have set of vowels in the English alphabet. So well-defined siya. So yung set of vowels in the English alphabet, meron tayong A, E, I, O, U. So ang tawag dito sa A, E, I, O, U, yan yung mga elements. So the objects in a set are called elements. So yung A, E, I, O, and U, yan yung elements. Then ang set daw represented by capital letters, kahit anong capital letters. Sa example number 1, ang ginamit nating letter ay V. Capital letter V stands for vowels. Okay? So karaniwan yung letter na ginagamit natin or yung ina-assign natin ay related dun sa ating set. So set of vowels, kaya letter V yung ginamit. So sabi, it can be represented by listing its elements between braces. So ito na nga yun. Nasa loob ng brace, tapos ito yung mga elements natin separated by comma. Another example ng set, we have set of days in a week. So isa-isayin lang natin. Ang ginamit natin na symbol ay capital letter D. D stands for days. So ano yung days in a week? We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So another example of set of even numbers less than 10. So isa-isayin lang natin. Ang even numbers less than 10, ibig sabihin hindi kasama yung 10. So kahit anong letter or letter E ang ginamit para sa even. Ayun, so related pa rin. First letter nung even, letter E. So inisa-isa natin. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. Hindi kasali yung 10 kasi less than 10. So well-defined dapat siya para matawag na set. Okay? So malinaw dapat. So what does well-defined mean? So ano ibig sabihin ng well-defined? A collection is a set only if we can clearly determine whether an object belongs to it. Parang kagaya ng 3 examples natin. So we can clearly determine whether an object belongs to it. Okay, so example. So examples of well-defined collection. So another example ng set, the set of positive integers less than 5. So ano yung mga positive? Positive integers less than 5. So di ba malinaw siya? Ang set A natin ay 1, 2, 3, 4. So A ang ginamit natin. So this is well defined because we can clearly determine whether a number belongs to the set. So alam na natin, no? So sinabi natin integer less than 5, positive integer less than 5. So automatic 1, 2, 3, 4 kasi mga positive, tapos less than 5, hindi kasama si 5. So di ba madaling ma-determine kung ano yung mga numbers na kasama dun sa set. Kaya yan example ng well-defined. Okay? Another example, the set of prime numbers less than 20. So madali ring isa-isahin yung mga prime numbers that is less than 20. Kailangan lang alam natin yung definition ng prime numbers. When we say prime numbers, ang factors niyan ay 1 and itself. Kagaya na itong mga numbers natin dito, ang 2 and 1, ang factors lang niyan ay 2 times 1. Ang 3 times 1 lang yan, wala nang iba. Ang 5, ganun din, 5 times 1. Ganun din ang 7 times 1 lang ang factor. 11 ay 11 times 1 lang din. Ganun din ang 13, 17, and then 19. So lahat yan ay prime numbers. So kailangan we can clearly determine whether an object belongs to it. So tinutukoy na object dito yung mga numbers sa ating dalawang examples. So mag-example naman tayo yung not well-defined. Example that is not well-defined. Number 1, the set of beautiful songs. So hindi ito well-defined kasi magkakaiba tayo ng beautiful song, no? So, why? Because beautiful is subjective. What is beautiful to one person may not be beautiful to another. Kaya ito ay not well defined kasi magkakaiba ng pwedeng maging sagot dun sa set natin. Okay? Dahil subjective nga yung beautiful. Another example, the set of high-performing students. So hindi natin ma-determine kung ano yung high-performing students. Kailangan may eksaktong number na nakalagay. So, why? High-performing is vague unless a specific threshold is stated. Example, grade average above 90%. Yun, kailangan may specific na number, 90%. Hindi natin pwedeng sabihin high-performing students lang. So, kaya kailangan may number, 90%, para maging siyang well-defined. Okay? So, elements of a set. An element is an object that belongs to a set. Parang yung kanina example natin, yung nasa loob ng braces. Yun yung mga element. So suppose we have set A. Ang set A natin ay 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So mga even numbers to, no? From 2 to 10. Okay. So we can say that 2 is an element of A. Kasi si 2, eto si 2, nandito siya sa loob ni A. Nasa set A si 2, kaya 2 is an element of A. And then another, 6 is an element of A kasi si 6 makikita natin dito sa set A. So an example naman ng not an element, 9 is not an element of A kasi walang 9 dito. Okay? Walang 9 kaya 9 is not an element of A. So now yung symbol naman, so symbols na ginagamit para sa element, so ito yung ginagamit natin, lowercase na ano to, Greek letter epsilon. So, yung ibig sabihin nito parang letter E means is an element of or belongs to. So, yung basa dito is an element of or belongs to. So, kapag may slash naman siya, epsilon na, na lowercase may slash means is not an element. Not kapag may ganyan, may slash siya, not an element. Okay? So, suppose we have set A, even numbers, less than or equal to 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So therefore, 4 is an element of A. Pwede rin natin ilagay 2 is an element of A, 6 is an element of A, 8 is an element of A, and then 10 is an element of A. Okay? So read as 4 is an element of. So ang basa dito is an element of. Ayan, nakalagay na dito is an element of. Then kapag not element naman, so meron tayong example, 5 is not an element of A kasi wala yung 5 dito. Pwede rin nating ilagay dito yung 1, 3, 7, 9. Lahat yon ay not element of A. So read as 5 is not an element of A. So ibig sabihin na itong may slash na ganito ay not. Okay. So ways of describing sets, meron tayong 3 ways. Start tayo sa verbal description. So verbal description, the set is described using words. Example, number 1, the set of prime numbers less than 10. So ganun lang, dinidescribe lang. Kaya verbal description, the set of prime numbers less than 10. And then next we have the set of primary colors. And then last we have the set of all even numbers. So yan, tawag dito ay verbal description nung set. And then next, number 2, roster or tabular form. So maganda tong roster or tabular form kasi ililista lang natin isa-isa. The elements are listed inside braces. So yung mga example pala natin kanina, naka-enclose lang sa brace, ibig sabihin nun, roster or tabular form yung tawag doon. Example, so itong set of positive integers less than 6, itong unang nakasulat, set of positive integers less than 6, ito yung verbal description. Tapos ito namang A, set A equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ito yung tinatawag na roster. Okay? So pag sinabi nating roster, nakalista lang. So roster method, ito yan, ito yung roster. Itong isa naman, ito yung verbal. Verbal ito. So ibig sabihin, kinonvert lang natin itong verbal description, inilista natin isa-isa, yun na yung roster or tabular form. Another example, so we have set of even numbers from 10 to 20. Pag sinabing from 10 to 20, kasama yung 10 and 20. So ililista lang natin, so set B naman ang ginamit natin, 10 to 20. Lahat ng even numbers. Okay? So again, ito yung verbal description. Tapos ito yung roster. yung nakalista lang isa-isa. And then last, number 3, set builder form. Sa set builder form, sulat, parang ano din to, parang related din ito sa verbal description. Almost same sila, may pagkakaiba lang ng konti. The set is described using a rule or property. Parang ito madagdagan lang. So tingnan natin sa set builder form nakasulat siya ng ganito. Yung descriptive, ano lang yan? Positive integer less than 6, yung verbal. Yung sa number 1 natin, pag verbal. Positive integer less than 6. Sa set builder, magkakaroon lang tayo ng nakasulat yung A tapos may brace. May brace siya. Tapos, bukod sa brace, may makikita kayong ganito. May vertical bar dito. So, ang basa dyan ay, ayan, so isa-isay natin. The symbol, itong vertical bar, is read as such that. So, paano isulat ito or paano basahin itong rule na ito? So, yung set builder form natin, ang basa dyan ay A is the set of all. So, A is the set. Itong parenthesis is the set of all X. Set of all X, tapos itong vertical bar, such that. A is the set of all X, such that. Tapos, basahin na lang natin ito. Isulat na lang natin ito, is a positive integer less than 6. So parang ano lang din siya, verbal description. Dadagdagan lang natin ng brace ito tapos meron siyang set of all X such that X. Okay? So yun lang yung pinagkaiba. Dinidescribe lang din natin siya pero naka-form na ito yung parang napadagdag ito tsaka yung brace. Okay? So another example. So set E. So paano basahin ito? Ang basa dito, E is the set of all X such that X is an even number and X is less than 10. So, ayan. So, ito yung pagsulat niyan sa set builder form or yung pagbasa sa kanya. Ito yung set builder. Tapos, yung tamang pagbasa naman sa kanya ay E is the set of all X such that X is an even number and X is less than 10. So, ang napadagdag lang naman dyan, itong pagbasa dito. E is the set of all X such that. Tapos, ito na. Basahin na lang natin yan. Okay, so next. Types of sets. So may iba't ibang type tayo ng set. Number 1, finite set. When we say finite set, a set with a limited number of elements. Limited. Ayan. Yung word natin, limited number of elements. Example. So meron tayong set A equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Limited siya. Kaya nating bilangin. Hanggang 5 lang siya. Okay? So it has 5 elements. So malinaw, 5 elements lang. Pwedeng malalaman natin kung ilan, kaya finite. And then next, syempre, kung may finite set, kabaligtaran yan, meron tayong number 2, infinite set. Pag infinite set, walang limit ito, walang dulo. A set that has unlimited elements, walang katapusan. Okay? Example, ayan, so set of natural numbers ito. Counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Ang ibig sabihin nitong ellipsis, walang katapusan yan. The 3 dots, ayan, yung 3 dots indicate that the pattern continues indefinitely. Walang katapusan yung natural numbers. Dire-diretso yan. So, ang tawag dyan ay infinite set. And then, next, number 3, empty set. Pag sinabi naman nating empty set, from the word itself na lang, empty, walang laman yan. So, a set with no elements. No elements, kaya nga tinawag na empty set kasi walang elements. So it can be written as, dalawa yung pagsulat niya pero wag niyong pagsasamahin. Pwedeng may zero lang na lagyan lang ng slash or, ayan, brace lang na walang laman. So ayan yung symbol. Example. So we have the set of whole numbers between 2 and 3. So walang laman yan kasi wala namang whole number between 2 and 3. Meron mga decimal pero whole number between 2 and 3, wala. Kaya yan ang example ng empty set. So A is, ayan, A equals null set or empty set. Another term pala sa empty set, null set. Null set. Okay, so another term. So there is no whole number strictly between 2 and 3. Kaya empty set siya. And then take note lang, do not write, ayan, wag niyong pagsasamahin. Ang symbol natin, kapag may zero tayo na may slash, empty set ang ibig sabihin niyan, or brace na walang laman. Pero wag niyong pagsasamahin. Pag pinagsama niyo na, mali na yan. So do not write this symbol when you mean the empty set. Okay? Dalawa yung symbol pero wag pagsasamahin. Okay? Number 4, singleton set. Ayan, pinakamadali, singleton set. From the word itself, singleton. Ibig sabihin niyan, isa lang yung laman. So, a set containing exactly one element. Ayan, example, ang set A natin, isa lang yung laman niya, 7 lang. Wala nang ibang laman, kundi isa. Kaya nga tinawag na singleton. Ayan, ang lungkot. Single lang siya. Singleton set. Subsets. So, another definition, subsets. A set A is a subset of set B if every element of A is also an element of B. Dapat lahat ng nasa set A ay nandun din sa set B. So example, ayan, so meron tayong set A 1 2 3. Dapat itong elements ng A 1 2 3 makikita din natin sa element ni B. Ayun, may 1 2 3. Tapos may sobra pa dapat para matawag siyang subset. Lahat ng element ni A kailangan na kay B. Okay? So since every element of A is found in B. In symbol, ito yung symbol ng subset para lang siyang letter C na merong guhit sa ilalim. So ang basa dito, A is a subset of B. So example, another example, ayan. Meron tayong set na 2, 4. Tapos subset siya nitong isa pang set na 2, 4, 6, 8. Kasi yung 2, 4 ay makikita natin. Ito yung 2, 4 tapos may sobra pa. May sobra pa nga ibang element 6 and 8. Okay. So because 2 and 4 are both elements of the larger set. So another definition, universal set. From the word itself, universal. Pangkalahatan yun, no? Universal set contains all. Ayun, all. Contains all the objects being considered in a particular situation. So universal, pangkalahatan dapat. So example, so it is usually represented by U. Siyempre universal, kaya letter U ang symbol natin. So example, suppose we are studying the numbers from 1 to 10. Pag pinag-aaralan natin yung numbers from 1 to 10, automatic, ang universal set natin ay di yung 1 to 10. So ang U natin ay numbers 1 to 10. Kasi yun nga yung pinag-aaralan natin, numbers 1 to 10. So automatic yun ang ating universal set. Let A equals 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Di ba yung A natin, set A, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, makikita natin sa letter U, sa universal set. So ibig sabihin yung letter A natin, subset yan. So then A is a subset of U. Kasi lahat ng A, lahat ng elements ng A, ito yan, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, nakita natin lahat kay letter U. So ibig sabihin A is a subset of U. Set A, subset of set U. Yung U is the universal set. Okay? So another definition, cardinality of a set. So ibig sabihin niyan, the cardinality of a set is the number of elements in the set. Bibilangin lang natin yung number of elements dun sa given set, yun na yung kanyang cardinality. Okay? So bibilangin lang. So it is represented by n of A. Ibig sabihin nito number. Number of elements, kaya n of A. Cardinality of A ito. Cardinality of A or number ng elements ng A. So same lang yun. So examples, we have set A ay 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So ano ang cardinality nito? Bilangin natin ang kung ilan yung laman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So therefore, ang cardinality ng set natin ay 5. So the cardinality or n of A, ibig sabihin niyan number. Number lang nung elements ng A, 5. Kasi 5 yung elements. So another example, repeated elements are counted only once. Kapag meron tayong sa set na paulit-ulit, bibilangin lang natin yon as 1. So consider set B. Kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayong 2, meron din tayong 3. So kapag ganyang may pare-parehas na elements, bibilangin lang natin yon as 1. So therefore, ang cardinality nito ay magiging, the distinct elements are B, 1, 2, 3, 4 lang. Yung 2 isang beses lang isusulat, ganun din yung 3, kahit 3 sila, isang beses lang isusulat. So therefore, ang cardinality natin ng set B ay magiging 4 lang dapat. Okay? So ang cardinality ng B ay 4 lang. Kasi naulit yung 2 at 3. Pag binilang natin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dapat, no? 7 yung bilang pero sa cardinality ay bibilangin lang natin as 1 yung mga magkakaparehas. So ang number ng ang cardinality natin ay 4 lang. Cardinality ng set B, 4. And then next, order does not matter. So in a set, order of the elements does not matter. kahit magkabali-baligtad yung mga elements, same pa rin yun. So example, meron tayong set A ay 1, 2, 3 and set B 3, 1, 2. So ibig sabihin nun, order does not matter, same lang sila. So represent same set. Yung A natin tsaka yung B, same lang yun. Or ang tawag doon ay equal sets. So yan, thus A equals B, and then next definition tayo, equal and equivalent sets. So ito na nga yun, kapag same ng laman, equal ang tawag. So ano naman yung equivalent? So punta muna tayo sa equal. Equal sets are set with exactly the same elements and cardinality. Parehas dapat ng bilang. Same elements and same cardinality. Okay, so example, yung set A natin, ang laman niya LOVE. Yung set B natin na rumble lang, VELO. Pero ito rin yun. LOVE, no? Mabubuo yung word na love. Ito rin, LOVE, nabuo din yung word na love. So therefore, ang tawag sa kanila ay equal sets. Set A is equal to set B. So ano naman yung equivalent sets? So ang definition ng equivalent sets are with the same number of elements or cardinality. Pag same sila ng number, so yung cardinality lang ang tinitingnan natin. So equivalent sets, same number of elements or cardinality. So itong set A natin merong 4. C-A-R-E. 4 elements. Yung set B natin may 1, 2, 3, 4. Walang magkakaparehas dapat dyan. 4 din. Same cardinality. So ang tawag sa kanila ay equivalent sets. Okay? So malinaw ang definition. Equal kapag same yung kanilang elements. Same din ang cardinality. Kapag equivalent naman, same lang yung cardinality. So yun yung difference ng equal and equivalent sets. Okay, so another definition, joint and disjoint sets. Joint muna tayo. Joint sets are set with common elements. Meron dapat common, at least isa. Pwedeng dalawa, pwedeng tatlo, and so on. Basta importante meron silang common. Example ng joint sets, ayan, set A, L-O-V-E, love. Set B, C-A-R-E, care. Parehas silang may letter E. O kahit isa lang yung common sa kanila, ang tawag na dyan ay joint sets. Kung dalawa, joint sets pa rin. Kung tatlo, di ganun pa rin. Joint sets pa rin yan. As long as hindi equal parehas kasi pag parehas na parehas, equal sets na yung tawag doon. Sa joint sets, kailangan merong naiiba. Kagaya nito, LOV, CAR, magkaiba. And then for disjoint sets, so let us define the disjoint. Disjoint sets are set with no common elements. Example, ang set A natin A, B, C, D, ang set B natin 1, 2, 3, 4. Ayun, wala silang common. Pag walang common, ang tawag doon disjoint. Okay? So set A and set B are disjoint sets since there are no elements in common. So ganun lang yung definition. Joint may common, disjoint walang common. So another, okay, tapos na pala. That's all. Magko-quiz na tayo. Tingnan natin kung naintindihan nyo yung diniscuss ko. Meron tayong 5 items na quiz. Sasagutan natin. Tapos i-comment nyo kung ilan yung score nyo. 5 items lang ito. Number 1, which is a set? Beautiful flowers, interesting movies, prime numbers less than 10, delicious foods. Beautiful flowers, hindi kasi subjective nga yung beautiful. Interesting movies, ganun din. Magkakaiba tayo ng yung movies. Delicious foods, magkakaiba din yan. So ang set dito, prime numbers less than 10. Kasi ito, eksakto yung sagot, hindi pa iba-iba. Number 2, if set A is 2, 4, 6, 8, which statement is true? Okay. Alin dito ang element? Hanapin lang natin yung 2, 4, 6, 8. Ayun, letter B. 4 is element. Ang 3 hindi. Dapat ang symbol sa letter A ay not an element. 5 is not an element. 7 is also not an element. Number 3, what is the cardinality of set B, A, B, C, D, E? Kung mapapansin natin ay walang magkaparehas, bilangin lang natin yung number of elements. So ang tamang sagot dito dahil magkakaiba, distinct ito, A, B, C, D, E. Therefore, letter C, 5 ang cardinality natin. Number 4, which represent the empty set. O, symbol lang ito. So tandaan, wag pagsasamahin Ang symbol for empty set ay letter C. Pwede rin brace na walang laman, pero wag nating pagsasamahin. Okay? Magkaiba yan dito Itong letter A, may laman siya, 0 yung laman. Dapat, walang laman talaga. Iba pa yung 0. Okay? And then last number 5, which is the roster form of the set of even numbers less than 10. So isulat lang natin in roster form, set of even numbers less than 10. Ibig sabihin hindi kasama si 10. Mali na si letter C at si letter D kasi sabi number less than 10, hindi dapat kasama si 10. Si letter A ay odd numbers, so therefore, letter B ang tamang sagot, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yan yung mga even numbers less than 10. Or dapat nga positive even numbers, no? Less than 10. So that's all. Thank you for watching. I hope may natutunan kayo sa video na ito. Kita-kita tayo sa next video natin, which is the operations on sets. Bye-bye and God bless.